What's up, everybody? Today, let's talk about the update that came through Delta. Now, there were some good positives about the update, but there is a lot of negatives. The negatives are if you're facing R9, a lot of R9s, normal counters will not work. They just won't work. So today, I took Bane versus the whole 9 R9 Lord Vader team. Bane failed. Last week, that was an automatic 65 in a minute. Now Bane died. So I'm just sitting here thinking in my head, they had an R9 Hondo, died. Took me 6 teams to beat a pirate team. Took me 6 teams. I'm not being negative, Nancy. So a lot of people were like, we're just being negative. I'm not being negative about it. I'm allowed to have an opinion. As a content creator, I'm allowed to have an opinion. I'm not being negative, Nancy. When something's good, I'll tell you when it's good. When something's bad, I'm going to tell you when it's bad. This is trash. I think they've killed Grand Arena. If you've not invested in relic materials and your relics on your characters, Grand Arena is about done. Not going to say I'm quitting or anything like that, but it's going to be hard for me to stream Grand Arena when I'm facing whales that have R9 everything, R8 and R9 everything. It's basically the great nerf. Remember the great nerf we had when they nerfed Darth Vader? This is the great nerf too, because this is just completely trash. Now, I usually don't put negative videos out, but I felt like after my Grand Arena, I wanted to say a couple things. And it's just, yes, they've made it easier so you can get relic materials like the bronzium, the chromium, the heat sinks, etc. But if you're facing someone that has R9 everything, it's game over. Normal counters do not work. So if you have invested, you are in good shape. For me, in Kyber 1 with 12.5, I only do the minimums just to get the things unlocked. Now, I do have some R9s, but mostly my GLs. But if you've not invested outside of that, you're fucked. Excuse my language. Like, this video might not be for everybody. It might not be for everybody. But I wanted to get it off my chest here. Yeah, I feel like you're fucked right now. And I don't know, I feel like they've quit Grand Arena. I mean, killed it. Now, if you have some R9 characters, yeah. But nah, I feel like now I don't mind losing Grand Arenas. It's not that. It's not that. But something that worked Sunday night before the update, now it does not work at all because you have R9 characters like Bane. My Bane's R9 could not beat an R9 Lord Vader team. CLS counter that worked Sunday night against Hondo, GL Hondo. They one shot Chupio and Chewbacca in 2 seconds. I don't know. I feel like they just tore my favorite game mode up. Grand Arena is my favorite game mode, always has been. The PvP aspect. I feel like they just tore it up. I don't know. I just feel like I wanted to talk about it, get it off my chest. I don't know if I'll be streaming this week. I just don't know because, like I said, Granny Arena is my favorite game mode. And if you're facing a 14 or maybe 15 mil and you're only at 12.5 and they have everything R9, what's the fun in that? I feel like CG's going away from what made this game great. Grand Arena. This is not the way the game should be played. Now, I'm not saying I need to win every time. No, no, no. I don't mind losing. No. It's just when something worked Sunday and now it's Thursday after the update and now it does not work anymore just because you have R9 and mine's R6, R7. That's what I'm saying. Not saying because I lost. I'm just saying because the the deltas come into play. Like something that usually took 1 minute, like my Queen Amidala versus a pirates, normal pirates day with Maz, and the whole team. It usually takes 1 minute. It took me about 3 minutes now because I have a regular R9 Hondo and everybody else was R8. So I mean, I just saying, like it's not that's not enjoyable. It's not enjoyable. This is Grand Arena we're talking about. I just think, this is not enjoyable content. Yeah, I was bitching. Don't get me wrong, I was bitching. But I'm not mad. I'm just very disappointed in this update. Now the Coliseum stuff, I can see that being something bigger in the future. I can see that being something bigger. But if you're a small account in Kyber 2 or Kyber 1 and you're facing somebody that's a big spender, or they've invested in all R9s, mods do not play a factor right now. Because if you're relic higher, that delta's going to crush you. I just wanted to give me my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. I I think it's trash. Like Grand Arena, people already Grand Arena was already slowly dying with datacrons. With this delta, it's made it even worse. So if you're like in carbonite, chromium, rhodium, bronzium, all those low leagues, and you're facing you're facing your opponent's roster. They don't really play Grand Arena, so they sunk down to where you're at. You're fucked. I'm just telling you right now. My characters are modded very well, and they didn't do a fucking thing. And like I said, it's not. I'm not being negative, Nancy. I'm just telling you how it is. If they do something good, I'll tell you it's done good. They've done something bad, I'm gonna tell you. Like I'm not. Oh, CG does a great job every time. No, 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 no. I'm not saying that. When they have a good update, I'll tell you. But there was some good things about this update, but then this was this trash right here. People can get mad all they want. I really don't care. I don't care. It's at the end of the day, I play this game for Grand Arena. And if you can't play it, like I'll have to drop to Kyber 3 or Kyber 4 because I can't afford to make all my characters R9 just to be competitive. Now, if you can, great. There's nothing wrong with that. But financially, I can't do that. I got a family support, stuff like that. But yeah, financially, I can't do that. They've killed what I love right now. They need to nerf this fast. If they don't, I'll also drop down to Kyber 4, Kyber 5. Hell, I might go to Erodium just to get away from Delta. Because, like I said, it's not enjoyable. Because something that works Sunday, like Bane versus Lord Vader, I've done it a million times. No matter how many R9s you have, I've done it. Boom. But when my Bane R9 loses to Lord Vader, I'm just mind blown. Yeah, just mind blown. And then 6 teams to kill Haji Hondo. When it took me CLS Sunday night, 1 shot. My Seer team lost to him. CLS lost. We're barely, if your characters are R9, you're barely doing any damage if they're R7. There's a big difference. But I just don't think this is an update the way to go. No, I just think it's not the way to go. Like I said, I'm a big Grand Arena person. I like the PvP side. That's just what I like. But we might have to drop down to Kyber 3 and Kyber 4 just to be competitive. To get the itch. You know what I'm saying? Grand Arena is not what it used to be. Not what it used to be. I do apologize if people take this offense. I'm sorry, but I'm allowed to have an opinion. So, um, like I said, this sucks. If you guys face anybody that has like 4 or 5 mil above you, good luck. Or 2 mil. If they have a whole Relic 9 team. I mean, people are even reporting if you have a whole R9 Ewoks, Traya struggles against Ewoks. When the fuck does Traya ever struggle against Ewoks? Please tell me. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was just like man, it kills me inside. It kills me inside. And I'm trying not to be a negative fancy about it. I'm not mad because I lost. Let's just throw that out the door. I'm mad because something that works Sunday does not work now. And then you have to have a full R9 team to match it. So basically, matchmaking is going to be whoever has the higher relics is going to win. Whoever has more R8s and R9s is going to win the match. So, I don't know. Like, if I get matched up with somebody that has an R9 Hondo again, we won't be streaming it. We can't beat it. If their whole team's R9, that's all you need. So the people that have higher relics will get punched back up to Kyber 1. The people don't. I guess this is how they're going to fix Grand Arena. They say we don't want to mess with the formula, so we'll add Relic Delta, and then the people that are low GP and not putting relics on their certain things will get flushed out. And the people that are spending will get pushed up. You know what that sounds like? I ain't gonna say it, but you know what it sounds like. But all right, guys, I don't know what I'm gonna do about Grand Arena this week. It sucks. I feel for everybody, but if you can't spend, I don't know what you guys are gonna do. If you haven't invested in a lot of R9s, it's gonna be tough out there. It's gonna be tough. Let me know if you guys got any solutions. Somebody said in chat, Scribe was having he had to do some rethinking of his strategy as well. I don't know. I'm just mind blown right now. Like I said, it's my favorite game mode, and they just fucked it. Do I expect to win every time? No. But do I expect my R9 versus their whole R9s to win when it won Sunday? Yeah. Everything was that the teams that were working Sunday do not work now. It's basically Great Nerf 2 is what this is. But all right, guys, that's enough for me for now. Hope you guys can survive out there. But we'll see you guys next time. Have a great one.